What's going on, guys? In this video, we're gonna talk about Mullen Automotive. Once again, guys, that's Mullen Automotive with the ticker symbol MULN. Guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about two things. Okay, so first is the 8K that just came up today, and of course the preliminary proxy statement that will come up. Okay, on this will come up on July 26th of 2022. Okay, so as you can see, guys, this data came up today from their SEC filing, and if you go to the Mullen stock group or even in Twitter, guys, okay, people are going nuts because of this filing. Okay, so guys, we will try to break this down today. Hopefully I can help you with your decisions with Mullen, and once again, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. Guys, if you like the information and analysis I'll be providing in this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get going.
We're all going to deliver high quality products, and we all hope to achieve a 5-star crash rating. But with a 5-star crash rating, we don't want to compromise the look, the feel, and the performance of the vehicle. And that's really the trick. So if there's anything, I think time really is, I think, our biggest enemy, meaning it just takes time to get from point A to point Z. Honesty is the best policy.
And the investor, for that matter, too. I mean, I think a lot of people have been burned in the last 2 years buying into.
It's definitely hurt the space. I mean, if people could be honest and do as they say, the space would be a lot different. But look, it just takes. I always told people, listen, you don't know who's going to come out of the race, right? There's a lot of guys right now that are in the race. Some started sooner, others started later. And I always tell people, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Every time I've ever looked at companies and gauged performance, it's the guys that are persistent and determined and refuse to quit, because you're going to have up and downs, and it's how you deal with them, and it's dealing with adversity, and it's being able to adapt.
So guys, as you can see here in Twitter, there's a lot of tweets regarding the Mullen delusion. Here is a Mullen 8K and delusion update. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. So of course, guys, these are very knowledgeable people, but like I said, guys, I will try to digest this for you. Okay, so first, if you go to their SEC filing, Mullen Automotive, they did a filing today. Yes, okay, 8K current report. So guys, if you click on that, you will come up with with this one. Okay, so it says here on June 7 to 2022, Mullen Automotive entered into securities purchase with certain investors, guys. So they did not disclose who are these investors, subject to stockholder approval, pursuant to which, upon the terms and subject to the conditions contained therein, and solely upon the request of the company, the investors will be required to purchase an aggregate worth of $275 million of the company's Series D preferred stock, okay, per par value of 0.001 per share, and 5-year warrants exercisable for shares of common stock. The number of warrants that may be issued will be equal to 110% of the shares of the Series D preferred stock purchased by the investors. Okay, so that's the first statement in there, guys. And the second statement is the date on which the company may require the investors to purchase Series D preferred stock and warrants is the 90th day following the date on which a registration statement covering the registration for resale of securities issued during May 2022. Okay, so guys, it has something to do with these investors investing in the company. Of course, if they invest in the company, Mullen as a company needs to prepare shares for them. Okay, so on top of the shares that we have right now. So guys, if you scroll down here in this document, it says here the Series D preferred stock will be converted into shares of common stock at the applicable conversion rate. So depending on when they want to exercise their rights, okay, it will be converted into shares of common stock. Okay, so take note, guys, the keyword here itself is the preferred stock. What does preferred stock mean? Okay, so guys, according to Investopedia, okay, the key takeaways for preferred stock, okay, preferred stockholders have a higher claim on distributions than common stockholders. So say for example the dividends. Preferred stockholders usually have no or limited voting rights in corporate governance, and in the event of a liquidation, preferred stockholders' claim on assets is greater than common stockholders but less than bond holders. Preferred stock has characteristics of both bonds and common stock which enhances its appeal to certain investors. Guys, if you scroll down here, understanding preferred stockholders have priority over common stockholders when it comes to dividends, which generally yield more than a common stock. Okay, so sorry about that. And can be paid monthly or quarterly. Okay, these dividends can be fixed or set in terms of a benchmark interest rate like London Interbank offered rate, and are often quoted as percentage in issuing description. So it's just saying here, companies in distress. If a company is struggling and has to suspend its dividend, preferred shareholders may have the right to receive payment in arrears before dividend can be resumed for common shareholders. So it doesn't mean to say that the MULN is in distress, guys. It only means, guys, that MULN is doing this because they're trying to raise capital. Okay, so preferred shareholders have a prior claim on company's asset if it is liquidated, though they remain subordinate to bondholders. Unlike bondholders, failing to pay a dividend to preferred shareholders does not mean a company is in default, because preferred shareholders do not enjoy the same guarantees as creditors. The rating on preferred shares are generally lower than same issuers bonds, with the yields being accordingly higher. Okay, so of course, you might also want to ask, who are the usual buyer of a preferred stock? Okay, preferred stock comes in a wide variety of forms and is generally purchased through online stock brokers by individual investors. Okay, but it also says here that institutions are usually the most common purchasers of preferred stock. This is due to certain tax advantages that are available to them but which are not available to individual investors. So guys, meaning guys that the buyers of these preferred stock, Series D preferred stock, are usually institutional investors or huge investors that might want to invest in MULN stock. Okay, the Mullen Automotive. Okay, so guys, if you want to ask me, okay, so if you go to the MULN stock group, I think one of the guys here, his name under the Facebook user Brian AMC Mullen Holder, okay, he was able to explain this in a very simple way. Dilution is good for the company, bad for the quick swing trader. So AMC did it. So guys, if you know AMC, everybody knows AMC. GMA did it. Yes, they don't care about short squeeze for us retail. They care about the company. So guys, if you are long in MULN, I think this shouldn't worry you, but this is also a buying opportunity. I don't see MULN doing a dilution as a big deal. Okay, so because guys, even the analysts, they know for sure that the $65 million that is in the books of MULN right now is not enough for MULN to keep afloat with into the next year. I think even MULN, David Mishery, he said that's good enough for them for this year up to first quarter of next year. Okay, so definitely guys, MULN need additional liquidity. Okay, so even this user MULN MULN, he says, we are okay, we are fine. Whoever is in New York or close, are you going to go to the shareholder meeting? So that's the next topic that we're gonna talk about. Okay, so there's other posts here regarding that, but basically guys, if you are long in MULN, guys, definitely you'd understand that MULN actually needs additional liquidity. So guys, the next thing that we're gonna talk about is the shareholder meeting that will be up on July 26, 2022. So it says here, you are cordially invited to attend the annual meeting of stockholders. Okay, so to be held at NASDAQ building. Okay, and this is the address, guys. Okay, the annual meeting of stockholders is being held for the following purposes: to elect Class 1 directors to serve for a 3-year term. Okay, that's number one. The second agenda is to approve an amendment of the company's second amended and restated certificate of incorporation to increase the authorized number of shares of common stock to 1.75 billion, the authorized number of shares preferred stock to 500 million, and in conjunction therewith to increase the aggregate number of authorized shares to 2.25 billion shares. and of course the equity incentive plan. Okay, so the list goes on up to number 7. Okay, so guys, that will be happening on July 27. Like I said, guys, if you are long in Mullen and you trust David Michery in the company, even Tesla, they had this liquidity problem before, right? So there's a lot of things that could happen, right? And one of them is, of course, a dilution. I think even if you go to the past interview with Benzinga, I think he informed everybody regarding the dilution, right? So it's up to you for you to decide whether you want to stay long on Mullen, or if you think this is just nothing but a swing trade, right? But for me personally speaking, guys, I think it's a good move for Mullen to ask to get these companies, investors on board with the company, right? They are not like Lucid, guys, that they have a public investment fund of Saudi Arabia backing them up, right? So which means that they have a lot of liquidity, right? They can just do a SPAC. They don't have to go through a lot of process. Okay, so they are not also like Tesla, right? That Tesla was ahead of the game. And one more thing to take note, guys, at least we know where the proceeds will go, right? The proceeds will go through research and development. The proceeds will go to compensation of the people that's working in the company. At least we know that the proceeds will actually go into production, into a lot of things. So I think personally speaking, I trust that this delusion, the dilution that is upcoming is actually a much needed move for Mullen to move forward. Okay, unlike other companies, we all know they make dilution, but we don't even know where the money or the proceed is going. So once again, guys, I think personally speaking, this is healthy for the company. But looking forward in the next few weeks, I think we will have a huge jump in the price action once again. I'm looking forward because there's a few catalysts coming up with Mullen Automotive. Now, guys, as far as technical analysis is concerned, okay, so as you can see here, guys, this is a 4-hour time frame. If you go to your daily time frame today, guys, we closed at the price of $1.14. Now, if you go to chart exchange, guys, you can clearly see here, guys, that off exchange, the stock itself is being traded 62.83% in the off exchange, which is really high. Okay, and as far as the price action is concerned, if we break that down in a 4-hour time frame, guys, you can clearly see, guys, that we have one red candle and one green candle, right? So although in the after hours we are down 3.5%. Now the RSI is still very low, but like I said a while ago, guys, I am looking at a little bit of price action in the next 2 weeks because of Mullen getting added to Russell 2000 and Russell 3000, the F500 news. Okay, those are few catalysts coming up. Of course, the bigger catalyst that I'm trying to forward to is the OEM news. Okay, whoever is that OEM, that is whoever is this company that David Michery will be mentioning, is huge for me because it has something to do with the patents. And of course, guys, once again, royalty is king, right? So now, as far as the price action, guys, I am personally waiting for a little bit of more dip. Okay, right after the price surge on by the end of this month. Okay, so I think, okay, we will still going down to lower levels, but like I said, even before when I started making my videos, I'm not worried with a lower price action, even if it goes back to 75 cents that happened on May 12, right? So because I am long in Mullen, I'm definitely 100% long in Mullen, and I think, okay, so if you go back here, according to the Benzinga, there's a Benzinga article that says that Mullen is actually the rival to Tesla, all American made, right? So the technology is made in America, stuff like that. It's very positive for me. Okay, once again, guys, if you like the information and analysis I have provided in this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Once again, guys, this is your boy Don Leo Trades. I love you all. Peace out.